Welcome to the South Jersey Soccer Cast, where we discuss the Union, MLS, the U.S. national teams, and more.
I am Matt.
And you're on the road,
Yeah.
so different background.
This
Tom's
week.
father, Jim, worried about him on his road trip, because that's what parents do. Anyway, so
I noticed in your notes you have a little something about the men's national team that you want to say.
Yes, there's a little bit about the men's national team. So let me do the little welcome. It'll come up. Welcome to our continuing Men's World Cup special coverage. Today we discuss the semifinal round, preview the final round, the third place game, and discuss the soap opera happening at the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah,
yes.
That was it.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently it's someone I saw described as a soap opera in one of the news reports.
I've seen a lot of sports described as soap operas.
A lot of sports is soap opera like.
Yeah. They're not wrong.
Any of the off-field stuff gets talked about as soap opera-ish.
Yeah.
So, anyway, since we brought it up, why don't you start? What's going on with the men's national team?
It's one player in particular. It's Gio Reyna. So there was lots of speculation, like, why isn't he playing? He's our best player, if not second best, especially best creator. And the U.S. was obviously struggling for goals. So why wasn't he playing? What's Greg doing? So earlier this week, it turns out that Gio Reyna wasn't putting in any effort that was required, especially not from Greg. Basically, there were reports that he was walking around in the warm-up scrimmages, complaining about misplaced balls and not getting service. And in the Wales match, like the very first match of the World Cup, he was told that he wasn't starting, obviously upset, so he didn't train as hard. Then when the substitutes came on and he wasn't one of them, he reportedly threw his shin guards to the ground in anger. And Berhalter really didn't like that. And none of the U.S. team did.
Yeah, don't anger the coach. Don't anger your teammates.
No. Apparently it got so bad that him and Tyler Adams had to be separated, which, seeing how much of a leader Tyler Adams is, that's not a good thing for Gio Reyna. No. There was also reports that Tim Ream and DeAndre Yedlin had to talk with Gio Reyna and said, hey, cut this out. Stop. Actually put in work. And he still didn't. And basically Berhalter and his coaching staff, along with the leadership group, had a talk and discussion about, should we send him home? Right. They voted no. So they stayed, and Berhalter basically said, hey, you got to apologize to the team, and you got to step up. This is not good.
Looks like Matt is having internet troubles, or I am. Hey, Matt, you there? All right, I think we're back. We have rescued Matt from from potential Wi-Fi mess.
The hotel Wi-Fi.
We'll have to fix it again. Anyway, so you were saying Gio Reyna was asked to apologize.
Yes. Basically, he was told to apologize and apologize to his teammates, and it had to be from the heart, not just I'm sorry. He had to know why he had to apologize. So Gio Reyna said, sure, I'll do that. That sounds good. I have to take a minute and reflect and actually say, yeah, this isn't good enough. And so he did. And apparently that's it. That's all. No more problems. That's it. then all this got leaked. And Giorena and his agent are not happy that it got leaked. He said, I thought that was it. This didn't need to come up again.
I agree.
I had trust in the coaching staff and the other players that this wouldn't get leaked. That trust has been broken.
Right.
It got out somehow for some reason, some way. And he feels a little betrayed, but still owns up that he wasn't good enough
Yeah.
and he wasn't
Also,
professional enough.
it also sounds like he's ready to move on.
Yes. Yeah.
He's ready.
At least he wants to move on.
Yes. He would like to move on. I've not heard anybody from the team digging it back up.
No.
So hopefully they're also ready.
I haven't heard pretty much anyone. It's just the media.
Yeah. I mean, my note says Tempest in a teacup. It's over. Let's stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Basically.
But big enough to say, here's what happened. Hopefully this is all behind us. And I hope come March, when the next US men's games are being played, nothing.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see how it goes. All right. The next bit of news that came out for MLS was the rest of the TV deal.
More news about the TV deal.
More news about the TV deal. Yeah, I guess there's still stuff that we don't know about the whole Apple thing. But MLS has reached a linear TV deal with Fox and a couple other channels in Canada. And for those of you that don't know what I mean by when I say linear TV, that is your broadcast TV, your cable TV, scheduled programming, not the streaming stuff. So not the Apple. Yeah. It's not necessarily over the air. Okay. Some of it involves FS1, which is cable only, which is distributed by satellite, so it goes over the air, kind of. But anyway, linear TV. You watch it when it's scheduled and the program runs and they stick ads in and you can't fast forward because it hasn't happened yet, kind of stuff. So that's linear. Anyway, so they've come up with a deal with Fox. Fox will be, well, let me preface this by saying, according to the reports I've been reading, MLS really prioritized the streaming deal because the vast majority of fans were watching on a streaming service anyway.
Yeah. And so that makes sense. Go with your market.
Yeah. So the linear TV stuff was secondary. That's why it took so long. And that's why maybe some people will not be happy with it. Anyway, so Fox will be airing 34 regular playoff games.
Regular season.
Regular season games. Yes. 8 playoff games and the final. 15 of the regular season games will be on Fox. The balance will be on FS1. So at least 15 is what they said. And they all will be in Spanish on Fox Deportes. They will have early leagues cup matches. So it said 16 up to the round of 16, which they're going to have a handful of the earlier matches. That tells me. TSN and RDS are going to be in Canada. They will have 2 matches per week. And at least one of them will feature a Canadian team. And the feed will be coming from MLS. Not from Apple.
Well,
it might be the same feed that Apple's getting.
Yeah, because the Apple feed is produced by MLS.
Right. So apparently
I would imagine it would be the same.
Yeah. Apparently this is similar to what the leagues in Europe do.
Yeah.
Where they control the broadcast stuff. I believe Formula One does the same thing. They have their own broadcast team to do things, except at a couple races. And then, well, F1 fans love complaining about the TV coverage. And those ones that are not run by the by F1 broadcaster themselves, they complain even more. Again, it's a sport for them. So I don't know how much stock you want to put into it. I hope MLS does a good job. They learn. It's probably going to be bumpy at the beginning.
Yeah, I don't expect great things to start, but
Right.
as the deal is maturing, yeah,
Yeah. So this it's good. It's not great. I mean, it's keeps teams and games, a couple games per week on linear TV,
hmm
where hopefully more people will find it. Um, because like it or not, you have to go searching out the Apple stuff, the streaming stuff. You're
yeah,
not going to accidentally run across that scrolling through the guide on your cable TV box.
yeah. But the other argument is how many people are going to accidentally stumble across the MLS on FS1, right?
Yeah,
Because like
FS1 still shows up in the guide.
it does, but then you'd have to press OK and watch the game, not
Yes.
just like because it's just a wall of text,
Yeah.
and that
What is this team that has my home city on?
yeah.
Maybe they at least read the description and go, "Oh, it's soccer,"
Yeah.
and then they get to
Maybe,
decide to watch.
maybe.
Right. Otherwise, again, because of the way the streaming services work, you have to seek them out. You're not going to stumble across them accidentally.
At
People are
all.
probably not stumbling across uh, most things anyway by now,
hmm
because, like it or not, the world is turning into a streaming consumer of television, or
Yep.
television consuming is turning into streaming. So that is happening.
And I mean, it's about one game per game week, so it's not
Yeah,
even very often.
right. The Canadians will have two.
hmm And one's going to be a Canadian, at least one's a Canadian team.
Yeah, at least one's going to be a Canadian team, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
So the deal for Canadian fans seems better,
Yes.
but still not great.
No. And there's only three teams. So you're
Right.
going to get more of your team playing.
Yeah. But it also said, I didn't see anything that said that those games were going to be shared. Like, so the Canadian broadcast may not be the one that Fox is doing,
Yeah.
either of those two. So it may be three separate games a week.
Mhm.
So we'll see. Again, unfortunately, it wasn't a priority, only because of the stumble across factor. You know, so
Yeah.
that's a bit tough.
I mean,
Um,
I have my own opinions on the TV deal, and this isn't the episode to talk about that in depth. We can do that later in the off season.
yeah,
But there's
we'll
still
also
some
have to do
unknowns.
a mid-season review and an end-of-season review for
Yeah.
the coverage or something.
Yeah.
But that's to be planned later.
Mhm. Yeah, there's still some unknowns like broadcasting personalities we don't know.
Right? That's a
So
big one.
mhm,
Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
eh, there's still some details that needs to be worked out. So
And they're running out of time.
yeah, I mean they still got some, just not a
Two
lot.
months. That's not a lot.
It's not a lot. No. Uh but hopefully they do this.
Yeah. Oh, they'll
Uh
get it done. It
yeah,
may end up being rushed at the end, but
yeah,
it'll be at the end.
yeah.
It'll be done.
The other big news was that ESPN's out.
Yeah, ESPN is out.
So Fox still has games. They'll be on Fox and FS1. ESPN's out completely,
Yes,
which
they
is
are out
big
completely.
because Unimas is big.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's the main Spanish speaking audience for sports. It's Unimas. It's
yeah,
in not even sports. It's just Spanish speaking audiences because they have the telenovelas.
yeah,
And you're really it's not going to be nearly as big on Fox Deportes or the Spanish speaking broadcast on Apple. So you're missing that massive chunk,
yeah.
which
Well,
is unfortunate.
yeah, we'll see
But
how it works out.
yeah,
I did. Yes, we've said that we are kind of feeling let down. So I'm willing to wait to see how this shakes out
yeah.
before
Uh,
passing judgment.
I want to be optimistic, so I am.
Yeah.
I think that's the best point of view right now.
Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the World Cup before they actually play the last couple of games while we're trying to record. Even though we
Yeah.
have some time. All right. So our remaining pre-tournament favorites from last week were Brazil, who lost to Croatia on penalty kicks because Croatia was winning everything on penalty kicks.
Totally didn't.
Well, until they didn't. That's a spoiler. France beat England and then got to face Morocco and beat them.
Also a spoiler.
That's also a spoiler, yes. Argentina defeated the Netherlands, also penalty kicks, and then beat Croatia pretty easily, I thought.
Very easily.
Seemed like that was, yeah, that one looked painful to watch, while watching, especially if you were a Croatia fan. Anyway, I got more thoughts on that game later. Portugal lost to Morocco. That's why Morocco got to play France. And England, of course, lost to France, that we mentioned earlier. So that's it. I mean, we're down to 2 teams, and both of them were out of this preseason favorite group. So,
yep, favorites for a reason, right?
Yeah, favorites for a reason. The massive piles of betting money, kind of work out usually the right way. So, which is where I sourced my crowd from. People actually putting money on it. So, all right. Do you want to talk about Argentina versus Croatia? This last game, well, second to last game at this point.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Argentina handled Croatia pretty easily.
Yeah, Argentina looked like a juggernaut compared to Croatia. It was pretty lopsided.
It was pretty brutal.
Croatia had some chances.
Yeah. But didn't score any.
Yeah, it didn't.
And
it
that
didn't
really
feel
didn't
good.
help. No.
It didn't feel good.
No. Losing 3-0 never does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Croatia had some chances. Argentina were clearly the better team. I seen some calls for the penalty in that game that was controversial. I don't think it was. It was pretty clear. But people like to complain about everything. So
see my comment about F1 TV broadcast earlier.
Yeah. But no, I mean, Messi's still Messi. He's still either the best or one of the best to ever play the game.
Yeah.
Is
this going to
let
be his
alone
year?
right now? It could be. It very well could be. He's one game away.
Right.
I mean, like in 2014 and didn't win, but still one game away.
Yeah.
But Julian Alvarez was insane.
That 39th minute goal?
And
it's like, wait, who's the superstar in this team? Not you?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Like, what do you mean there's someone better than you? But no, I saw a statistic on him earlier today that basically said that 9 or so of their goals have been scored while he was on the field, and they've conceded all 5 when he hasn't been on the field. I don't think that's a coincidence at this point.
I don't think that's a coincidence either. He also scored their 3rd goal.
Yeah.
All right. I believe Messi had an assist on that one.
Yes.
He drove down to the line, and it would have been hard not to score. Yeah. You would have had to try real hard and still probably score.
Yeah.
Try real hard not to score and probably still put it in the back of the net. It was that good. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I believe Alvarez also won the penalty that Messi scored. So he was directly involved in all 3 goals.
I didn't write that down.
Yeah,
I didn't think to look for that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, so
but
scary.
It's incredible. and he's a kid.
Scary.
Yeah,
Scary good.
yeah,
For
no,
sure.
insane. Uh, Again, it could very well be Messi's year,
Yes.
but they have to get past France.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about France?
Uh yeah. So the France Morocco game I thought was closer than the scoreline indicated. I really felt like, oh my God. I kept thinking, oh my God, Morocco's gonna get it back, get one back. Morocco's no. And you know, it was 2-0 or 2-0. Morocco did not eventually score. France scored their second late, considering how early they scored the first one. Um, it just never felt like France was in control of that game. I mean, there were stretches where they were in control, but they never felt like they were just going to control the rest of the game the way I felt while watching Argentina.
It felt similar to a Union game in that it was insane defensive work rate that
Oh yeah,
just won the game. I mean, Konate and Antoine Griezmann had insane defensively.
crazy.
Incredible. Incredible.
The amount of pressure France was throwing at them, just everything.
Yeah.
And a lesser team, France would have cracked that game wide open. And it would not have been close.
Morocco would have cracked the game wide open.
No, France would have. A lesser team than Morocco, France would have cracked that game wide open.
No, I'm talking the French defenders.
Yeah, they were good too.
They were insane because
Yes.
like every time Morocco got the ball in the box, it was either Griezmann or Konate
Right.
just clearing it.
Right.
And
Yes.
again, a lesser team than France would have.
And Morocco cracks the game wide open.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was that kind of
that
game. It was
that was my point.
amazing.
Yeah, but
Yes.
even still, you have to contend with Mbappe's insane speed and acceleration and movement. I
And they
mean, there
mostly
was
did. And
they
Morocco
mostly
mostly
did, but
did.
they also kind of didn't.
Well, they of course they didn't. They lost the game.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
but
mean,
it was amazing considering who they ran through, and it was like a who's who list of my pre-tournament favorites.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Right?
incredible from Morocco. They've had an outstanding
Incredible.
tournament,
Yes.
but one of my favorite clips from that game uh, comes from Mbappe, actually. And basically, he's running down the sideline with the ball, insane speed as
Oh, of
well.
course.
And it's just the clip of him running down, and you just see a Moroccan guy sliding on the ground like yards behind Mbappe because he's that fast.
Just missed
He
that
completely
far.
whiffed.
Yeah. Yeah, like when did France score their first goal? It was like 4 minutes in or something, 5.
I think so, yeah.
It was crazy early.
Yeah. And again, it's not like Morocco didn't have chances,
And Morocco had a lot of chances.
but France were just insane defensively.
Yes. And Morocco had to be.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
a lot of
They
fun
were
to watch.
great, just not perfect. And
Right.
no one is, right?
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, I got the feeling like, again, like watching a Union game when they were having trouble finishing goals.
Yes. Yes.
It was
Yeah.
it was
Great
very much like
defensively.
that. Great defensive. God, just
Not
put that in the back of the net, please.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
had the chance. That was it.
We're there.
You were there.
But now I think it's the upcoming final is going to be really interesting to see because you have two players, one on each team, that is up for player of the tournament right now.
Right. All right.
And
Before we talk about that game,
sure.
why don't we talk about the third place game? Because that's
Okay.
coming up first.
Yes.
That is Saturday, Croatia versus Morocco. I don't know. It's like, oh, I want to see Morocco win.
Oh, absolutely. I want to see Morocco win.
I want to see
Will
Morocco
they?
win. I actually think they're going to win.
Really?
It's not, yes. I mean,
Uh,
Croatia, yeah, they got embarrassed. They might come back for some redemption, which might, might uh, cause cause them to play really, really hard. Or they realize it's just the third place game and Morocco is really the only ones that have, like, how high are they pushing their peak? Whereas, Croatia's like, they're let down already.
yeah. I mean, going
So,
from second to at best third is obviously a downgrade, right?
yeah, but it's not very far.
No, not at all. And they still did incredible to get this far.
Yeah, yeah. They played
But
really well. Unfortunately, they had either run into the juggernaut that is Argentina or they had a bad game. Probably a little of both. So, like I said, I like Morocco's chances. I want to see them win.
yeah, I mean, I would love to. Interestingly enough, this is the second edition of the World Cup in a row that the third place game has already been played in the group stage. So,
Interesting.
4 years ago, it was England against Belgium, who were in the same group, and now it's Morocco against Croatia, who were in the same group this time.
So, what happened last time?
Uh, Morocco Croatia was a scoreless draw. So, meh.
So, you think they're going to repeat that and go to PKs?
Uh,
Or do you think somebody will score?
I think someone's going to score because
And
their hearts aren't going to be super into it at this point because you're dealing with that crushing defeat of a semifinal.
yeah.
And this game doesn't exactly matter. You don't want to get injured because you still have the rest of your club season to play. So you might be playing not 100%.
Yeah. I think Morocco will be playing a little closer to 100% than Croatia.
Yeah, they're
So
going to want it.
that's why I think they're going to win.
Yeah, I think Croatia's. I don't think Croatia's going to win. I think Morocco is. I'm with you on that. It's going to be close,
Oh, yeah.
but I would love to see Morocco win.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I mean, this is the first African nation to make it past the round of 16 ever.
And they get to the third place game.
And they get third.
Well, they get to the third place game for sure.
Yeah.
Right? So they're
Yeah.
either third or fourth. So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then on Sunday, Argentina versus France for everything, for the trophy.
Yeah. For all the marbles.
All the marbles.
Yeah.
Messi and Mbappe.
It's more Griezmann Messi right now.
Yeah, okay. But I mean, like, who are the superstars?
Griezmann, Mbappe, Messi, Alvarez.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah. They all are.
It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give your prediction first?
Do I have a prediction?
Yes. Yeah, will France repeat? Will Messi get his first title? What's happening? Or first World Cup? Because he's won titles, right?
Yeah, he's won a lot of titles.
He's won a lot of things. Just not this one. Will he finally get it? Or will France repeat?
I don't have a prediction.
Okay.
But I would like to see France win. I'm rooting for France.
Okay.
Do you have a prediction?
I have a prediction. I think Argentina's going to win.
By how much? What's the score?
I think it'll be 2-1.
Okay. Because 4 years ago they played. in the round of 16.
Yeah.
France won 4-3.
Yeah. I think
In
it'll be 2-1. I don't see France's defense giving up more than two. I just
I
don't
don't
see it.
I don't see France's defense giving up to. I just don't see it.
Yeah, but it might be 2-1 at the end of extra time.
Yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of 2 hours.
That I could see. It's
And it might
certainly a close game.
yes, it will be a close game. It will be again, my prediction is 2-1, but closer than that score line indicates. If you can get there.
Okay.
It's going to go down.
I will go 3-2.
Okay.
France wins.
3-2 France wins. Score in stoppage time for the last one?
Injury time.
Injury time.
Added time.
Added time.
Yeah.
Either at the end of 90 or the end of 2 hours.
At the end of 90.
Okay.
Yep. Mbappe solo run goal.
Okay.
Because
that'll be fun. Either way.
Yeah. An interesting thing that France should have is their current starting striker, Karim Benzema, who just won the Ballon d'Or last year, I believe. Maybe it's this year. He is now back from injury and ready to play for France.
Oh, is he fit to play 90 minutes?
No, and he's not going to start.
Okay.
But someone of that caliber on the bench
that can come in late.
Yeah.
All right, your prediction just seems a lot more reasonable than mine. I'm still sticking with mine though.
Yeah. No, I get that. But he's definitely going to be an X factor.
Yes.
In the game because he hasn't played all tournament.
Right.
So he's not match fit and he's definitely not 90 minutes fit.
Right. But if he could come in late-ish in the game,
half an
however
hour
you define late-ish, right? And just gather up a lot of attention.
Yeah. And
that could change things.
Attention away from Mbappe. That's not something Argentina wants.
No, you don't want to have to deal with both of them.
No. It's hard enough to deal with Giroud and Mbappe with how much France are scoring.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm still sticking with my 2-1 Argentina prediction.
Okay.
Only because now I'm not going to let you talk me out of it.
Who's going to score the goals? Are you predicting that?
No, I did not predict that.
Did you want to?
That's a tough one.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to score the French goal at this point because you made points.
Yeah.
But of the two, I think Alvarez scores both of them.
Okay. Messi doesn't score?
I don't think he scores. He may get both assists, but he doesn't score.
Okay.
I think, like the third goal against Croatia, Messi's going to have all the attention. He's going to have the ball. He's going to do something brilliant. And Alvarez is going to be in front of the goal going, I can't help it if I score from here.
Yeah.
and he's going to get him the ball. And that's what's going to happen at least once.
Okay. I'll predict a Messi goal off a penalty again.
Okay.
Because it seems like he's only scored those this tournament.
He gets all the attention.
Of course.
Otherwise. And
of course.
Nobody can stop him anyway.
No.
So that's why I think Alvarez is going to score.
Yeah, I think Messi's going to score a penalty. Alvarez, the other goal. I'm going to go weird and say a center back is going to score a French goal. One of them. to go up early.
Okay. Off like a corner or something?
Yeah, or a free kick or something. Yeah.
Some sort of set piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And
why else would the center backs be up there?
yeah, and an Mbappe brace.
Okay. I could see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I really could.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yes.
So that'll be good.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to talk about the World Cup?
Not until after the final,
Okay.
because I mean there is going to be player of the tournament that we have to discuss, which is decided before the final, but both of the two in contention play in the final, so why not give them the extra game?
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Mhm.
I mean, saw some reports about what the 2026 World Cup is going to look like, but that's all speculation.
Nothing confirmed,
Yeah.
and it changes each time I read a report.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. No, I think that's it. We'll do our wrap up next week.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully have more details. See what's and kick off our MLS off season.
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Yes, it would.
All right. Tune in next week where we will wrap up our World Cup coverage for this time around. Thanks for watching and listening to the South Jersey Soccer Cast. If you're on YouTube, please leave some comments to let us know how we are doing. Then like and subscribe to get notified when we upload next week's episode. And we'll see you then.